It's a good breakup. So Callie Guy reminded me, so here are the 3 rules for robots, Asimov's rules for robots. 1 is don't harm a human, 2 is follow human orders unless violating number 1, and 3, don't allow yourself to be harmed unless it violates either of the first 2 laws.
There it is.
So those are Asimov's rules for robots. And he is basically the godfather of robot sci-fi. What?
I'm sorry, Jessica's chapstick smells good.
What's it smell like?
Pineapple and tropical stuff.
Smells like mango.
I was going to say mango. I think there is
Smells like
mango
your
in it.
vagina.
Probably is.
I'm a little turned on right now with the thought.
Yay, mango.
Yay.
What happened to my song? Oh, well. So I could probably find that other song for you, the one you wanted me to play. It'll just take some looking on my part.
Or how about some Guns N' Roses? Oh my
I wanna
gosh.
find
The
some
She's
Guns N'
got eyes and it seems to be.
Maybe. Talk amongst yourselves. Let me find
Do
some
that.
music.
Let's do that.
Wow.
She's got.
So we need to make plans for our birthday this year.
I do,
A
because
huge
I'm going
party.
to be 29.
I got.
Really? I hate you right now.
Do you think I'm going to be 29, girl?
Oh, I thought you were serious.
No.
But still,
That's
you
just
know,
what I tell people.
well, I've been told you can take like 3 years off, 3 or 5 years off for every child that you have. And every year you can
God, I
take
have
that
like
off.
32 kids then. I take a lot of time off. This shit is actually pretty old.
My age is out there. Everybody knows how old I am. I've never lied.
I credit some good face cleansers and moisturizer.
Ooh, I think once again I'm the youngest person in the room.
Yay!
Shut up.
I think you are too.
You
I'm
have
not
to
when-
leave here in
I'm-
the dark.
I'm not here when Desiree's. I am not when Desiree's here. Desiree is younger than I am.
Yeah, that I never knew Desiree was.
Yeah.
She's like super young.
She is super young. I always thought she was older.
Bitches. All of you.
So yeah, buddy. We've
Hey,
been through a
Bubba.
lot with this station. I found some Guns N' Roses. I'm playing my Guns N' Roses song on the next break. Welcome to the jungle.
I like that song.
Me too. That's a fucking
Yes!
song. That's a song
Do
you can
it!
fuck to.
let's headbang and shit.
So I wanted to talk about this article. Unfortunately, the internet computer's really far away from me. Ugh. Okay, so I posted this article on our Facebook page last week, I think. I listened to Savage Lovecast. Dan, anyone who knows who Dan Savage is, everyone should know who Dan Savage is. He's the Dr. Ruth of our time. He's the older gay man who's been doing a sex and love advice column for 25 years, and I think he's been doing Savage Lovecast for a long time too. But anyway, they were talking about condoms, and because, you know, everyone's talking about safe sex and all these other things, and one of the things that's there's been a resurgence in there's more people using condoms and almost the same level of people becoming infected with STDs, and that's because latex condoms break, and they break very easily.
Yeah.
And their alternative, the lambskin condom, doesn't break. It's very durable. It's very thin. It's a lot more pleasurable. It's better for people who have latex issues, but it's more porous and allows more viruses through. So, and you can't combine the two because they don't work well together. They're not compatible really. And so the question has always been around for at least the last 15, 20 years is why don't we have a better condom? And that's because nobody's looking for a better condom, because the FDA decided they were going to back latex condoms. And so the latex condom, as it was invented back in the rolled latex condoms, it was invented back in like the 40s or whatever it was, hasn't changed.
Right.
I mean, maybe they're a little bit thinner. Maybe they're,
ribbed
for her pleasure, come with a different
They're
spermicide
flavored.
lube, but they're essentially the same goddamn thing, and it's the same composite material. It's been the same forever, and it does the same thing. The problem with it is that it is brittle, and under the wrong conditions, which, like anal sex or alternative sexual positions other than missionary, can put the kind of stress on it that will make it break and then spread disease. So you could be trying to be safe and then you end up not being safe
Exactly.
because you're using a faulty product. But because lambskin is more porous, the FDA doesn't back it as a safe sex alternative, and so nobody really buys it. And because of that, it's
So
still
wait,
really
so is it
expensive.
made from the skin of lambs?
Yes. It's actually made from intestinal
I was gonna say I thought it was from
skin.
the
Yeah, it's from the
insides of
intestines.
lamb. Yeah.
Not lamb, it's sheep, not baby. They're
But
not
no,
killing baby
no.
animals for people who have latex allergies so they can have sex. It is a byproduct. But these kinds of condoms have been around since they have, okay, a natural casing, like the intestines of an animal, they have a one in a museum somewhere from the 1640s.
Really?
Yeah.
That's awesome.
So, condoms, a lot of, I was just reading part of this article that said that a lot of butchers had a side business making condoms because, and sausage makers too, because sometimes you're left over with bits and pieces that you can't use for sausage making, and so the casing becomes a condom, and now
that would be a smart business.
right? I'd be in that business. I'm like, I got your wiener protector right here. So
check it out.
But I didn't know this. Just reading the article, I found out that the Bill and Melinda Gates Foundation, they have money set aside. They give out $100,000 grants to people for researching new and better condoms. Because the statistics are ridiculous. 75% of women who are not using a backup birth control have admitted to having unprotected sex. So 75% of women out there are having unprotected sex and they're not on the pill, you're increasing your risk of getting pregnant by an exponential number. It's a ridiculously large number. And not to mention you could get the herpetogonosyphilis from this guy. Like you don't know what his dick looks like inside and out.
Nope.
I thoroughly believe that in my 20s I single-handedly kept Trojan in business. Like, I am convinced of that. We went one time and bought a big old giant size box of condoms.
A Costco size?
A Costco size box of condoms. This was me, Alexia, and Calypso from the first season. And we went through that in like a week and a half. Just the three of us. Like, woo! Crazy. So I'm a big believer in safe sex. My partner and I don't currently use any protection, but we've been together for like 4.5 years.
Yeah.
We were both tested before we had unprotected sex. So, you can have unprotected sex. You just have to be safe about it and smart about it. Don't go around banging everybody you meet at the sex houses. Dirty skanks. So they're trying to develop a better condom, but, it's hard because the first thing is you're going to have to get over the whole, this has been the standard, the norm for 100 years almost.
Mm-hmm.
You try to introduce something new. Somebody introduced something called an origami condom. It was folded rather than rolled. And of course, we've never heard of it. So what's your take on better condoms? I mean, I know you're single and out there and probably hopefully having protected sex. So
yes and no. When it's somebody I've never been with and don't know anything about them, yes, absolutely. I actually went to, was it a bash or it was one of the conventions that we go to.
Mm-hmm.
And I went and bought one of the super ones. I actually only used 2 in the whole fucking box. Because that's all I did that week. But hey, you know what? At least I had it. It was there.
Right.
I ended up giving them away to all my friends afterwards. But yeah, absolutely.
Right,
I used to be a nurse, so and I worked in an AIDS home. I am a firm believer on safe sex. So, I mean, currently in the last year, I was with the same guy. And it was we didn't. But
so would you say using condoms, would you say you enjoy using condoms?
No, I don't. Only because I'm not you
Mm-hmm.
and I'm very dry. So unless you get me hyper excited, I don't have enough moisture to accommodate that. So, but I've come to believe that coconut oil is my best friend. So that's how I get over that. When my partner is accepting of that, then yeah, I have fun. But when they look at me and go, "What? You want me to put coconut oil where?" I said, "Trust me, it works." But then when you
so
add
that could be like a nice smooth vag.
Yes. And then the condom doesn't catch it all. So I mean, if you're not like hyper like excited about doing this, but you want to have sex, yeah, it helps.
Does it
Or
smell
after,
nice?
or
Does it smell
after
coconutty?
a little bit if you use
Like
the
you're in
right
the
coconut.
tropics?
If you if you use the right coconut oil, it's the brand of coconut oil is what it boils down to. But you know, after a while, if you've been like banging this guy for a while and you get dry, so that helps out too.
Right.
So yeah.
I'm gonna go let our special guest in.
Awesome. But yeah, so I do absolutely believe in condoms when you are with somebody. And I've never actually tried the rib for her pleasures, but they or even one of the ones with the vibrators on it. I
Right.
want to. Those look awesome and like they'd be great on your clit. So maybe that'll be one of my next
That'll be your next
when I get
venture.
my own when I get it into my own place, I think that'll be my next adventure.
Get on the air.
Hey,
So
I want to hop down and hug you, but it took me so long to get up on the seat. It's comical.
Ladies and gentlemen, Alexia.
yay!
How are you?
Fabulous.
So awesome.
So we
Looking
decided that when I get my
beautiful.
own place, we're gonna try one of those vibrating condoms.
I
I
want to try
moving
one.
close so I can be on the camera.
Oh well, I can
got
slide
you on
over.
there.
I can.
Yeah,
Yeah,
you're fine
you're
right
on
there.
camera.
I was
So you
sliders.
can
I can
go
slide
ahead.
over
Get
though.
on the
There you
seat.
go.
There we go.
There you go.
There we go.
But I don't mind you being close
What's
to
the
me.
topic of discussion, ladies?
We're
Condoms.
condoms. We were reading an article on Slate about how they're not really trying to develop. I mean, some people are, but the likelihood of us developing a better condom that people are more likely to use is pretty low because nobody wants to defeat the norm. Even though everyone hates condoms, everyone is like, "Oh, we got to use them. I don't like them, but I got to use them because I don't want to get the herpes simplex, you know."
Mhm.
And so you have to use a condom because otherwise you're going to get sick. But it doesn't mean you have to enjoy the condom. They smell funny, they taste funny. Like I know very few women who use condoms during oral sex, although you should, because who wants to suck on a rubber balloon?
Yeah,
You
I
know,
did that once. That was the most horrible. And not only was that, it had
a smell.
well, it had the
Lubricant?
the yeah, well, it was a
Spermicide?
spermicide on it.
Blech.
Oh my God, Minoxidil 9 tastes horrible.
And then your hands smell
I
like
would have
you're
refused. Yo, come on,
I
be
didn't think
smarter
about
than
that.
that.
Well, I didn't think about that. I love giving head, so I went down, but because I didn't know him, I put a condom on him. But I forgot that I got Minoxidil 9 because Minoxidil 9 will just kill that.
So the PSA that I made for this show years ago is
Which we still
girls
play.
carry your own goddamn condoms, and so if you know you want to give head, goddamn it, carry some without spermicide on it.
I wish I had fucking
And
seen that. God
something
damn it!
flavored. You got to be careful with the flavored ones though, because they can taste like like a strawberry balloon or some shit like that. And then that rubber
It's
smell
better
is
than
on your
just the
hands.
balloon.
Right, it's
That's
better.
true.
Yeah, it's better than just the balloon. I mean,
Better
I'd
than
much
just-
rather have strawberries.
Or
Right?
chocolate.
balloon. Yeah.
And anything artificial chocolate, any kind of chocolate. Good enough for me.
So yeah, so the Bill and Melinda Gates has a bunch of grants that they give out to people, $100,000 grants for developing a condom that people want to use. Because if we increase condom use, we'll decrease unwanted pregnancies and unwanted diseases.
Exactly.
In all of the condom manufacturing that I have seen over the past 20, 30, 40 years, whatever, there have been so many ways to try to get people to use condoms by the development, whether they're flavored or whether they're ribbed or whether they've got a French tickler on the end,
Yep.
or there are so many
Forgot
many
about those
varieties
ones.
of condoms that are out there. They're colored. There's some that glow in the
And
dark. There are so
boy.
many varieties already out there. And we've even gone to a couple of stores where you can buy stuff and we check it out. Oh my God, look at these. They have these kind of condoms. And we buy them because we want to try them out. And I think that's where I tasted my first chocolate condom. It was
Wow.
awesome. And if people aren't using condoms, it's because they either don't care or, yeah, I think that's it. Yeah, they just don't care. It's all me. You know, the guy's like, I don't want to wear a condom because I can't feel it that good.
I can't come with one on. That's what I used to get. And I was dumb enough to
Well, you
listen
ain't
to
gonna
it.
come with one off either, so there you go.
And then, and the women, because we've been so oppressed for so long that we need to please our man,
Yep.
that we just, okay.
And I did that for the longest time. It was horrible.
Instead, but I like the new world. I like the younger generation that's coming up. Even though they're still slightly oppressed, but they have parents like Toxie who are teaching them better. You don't have to say yes to make it right. You don't have to give in. You don't have to warp your own morality for somebody else anymore, because you know what? There's another dick at the end of the bar that will probably do whatever you want just to get into bed with you.
Yep.
You don't have to settle. And I love this new mentality that young women today are getting. And yay, Wonder Woman. Powerpuff Girls.
Right, girl power. Girl power.
And that's my rant. So, last broadcast on Vegas On Net Radio for you fine people.
Yeah, we're sad but excited. because
Except you're
it's-
moving to poolside, right?
Maybe we're still discussing possibilities. We'll have something set by next week, but
Okay. Well,
we've
make sure
got-
you put it
Well,
out
you
there.
might be in my bathroom. I mean, you
Yeah,
know,
we don't
like
know.
when I'll be on the toilet.
Oh, when you
Bubble
sing,
bath!
when you sing O Solo Mio, it'll sound good. O Solo Mio.
My
we get you over your
bathroom-
whole public pooping thing. Like,
Oh, that's what a good way to get over that, huh?
I was
See, I don't poop. The thing is, I can't poop anywhere but home.
in my
With
house.
the exception, I have now pooped at Sierra's. She set some magazines out for me.
Candles, there was spray.
Candles.
Was there
it was
anal
very-
lube to help it come out?
There,
faster?
there was.
There could have been.
I was given the opportunity to go in and take my time.
Hey, you know what else they've done is they've made it so that they're trying to make pooping cool. Have you seen the new Charmin commercials with the cute bear? And if you're gonna do it, make it fun or whatever.
Right.
And then they've got those pills with the gold flakes in it, so that
Oh
when you
yeah, glitter
poop,
poop.
the gold comes
No
out.
way. I haven't
Yeah.
seen that.
And then there was actually a scientific article. I'm a huge science buff right now. Scientific article that came out that said there are so many essential elements in human poop, metals, like rare earth metals, that it may be not prohibitive. What's the other
Cost
word?
effective.
Cost effective to mine human poop.
Don't we mine human poop already? Don't we scrape it out of the water and put the water back in? Why don't we just use the poop we scrape out of the sewer water?
Setting up these filters in the sewage systems to take all the gold
Wait a
and
second.
uranium and titanium and whatever the else aniums are out of there.
Wait
The
a second.
aniums
Well,
from
go back.
Uranus?
Go back. So they scoop the poop in the sewer?
Well, you
I
know,
thought it just goes down like another toilet hole.
all of our poop goes to a central sewer location
Right.
area where they mush it all up and get rid of solids so it's all liquid, and then I don't know what they do with it.
There's
then.
some of them use special algae, some use special enzymes, some use a series of filters.
So
just
they're already
depends.
there. So somebody somewhere's touching our poo.
Oh yeah.
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 Oh,
I used to know a guy who called himself a turd wrangler.
That's
He
that's
worked
what
at
you
the
pay
sewage
$200
plant.
something a year for your sewer bill.
I
is-
just pay it. I never thought someone's down there like, give me your money and your poo.
It's a facility.
Yeah.
But not only are they going to charge you the $200 something a year or
Now they're
whatever
gonna
your
make money
charge
right-
is, now they will start mining your poop.
Without your permission, right?
You
Like,
you
you don't have
put
to
you
say.
put it in the toilet. It's not yours no more.
Yeah, well, as soon as you flush it away, it's not your poop anymore.
What do they do with like the GI Joes and shit that get flushed down the toilet? Like, do they pull those
I'm
out?
sure they pull all that stuff out. I saw some TV news show where they showed you all the stuff that they find.
I know. If you ever find that program, send it to me.
I'm gonna send
I
you like
want to
8
see
links
this.
tonight, just so you know, because
I saw an article though that there's people that were doing something with the poop that you ingest it.
There is, and I actually heard that today. I listened to
It's
show
health
plug,
benefits,
podcast plug. I listened to A Skeptic's Guide to the Universe, and they do this one bit at the end, and you have to tell science from fiction. So he gives you 4 stories, and one of them is fiction. One of the stories was they can cure diabetes by transplanting fecal matter.
That's
No,
what it was.
ingesting fecal matter
Oh,
to go in.
Yes.
A
and-
fecal matter. Okay, I have heard of a fecal matter transplant, and it can be done for medical purposes for somebody who has, like, if you have some type of bacteria
Yes.
or something,
Yes.
that the new poo will help cure it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And there are some that there's a pill you could take. A pill of your sister's fecal matter that you can take, and they promise it won't dissolve in your mouth or your stomach. It only
Can,
dissolves when
can
it
you
gets to your
imagine?
intestines.
Have you ever had do you take fish pills?
Science.
I do.
Okay, you know how fish pills give you that fishy burp afterwards?
Yes.
Can you imagine the poo pills?
Burp. Did somebody just shit their pants? Sorry, I had a soda.
I didn't know you were so fascinated by human
She is
excrement.
super fascinated by poo. Just so you know.
I am okay. Here's the thing. I mean, I do like to learn. I never thought of where poo goes. Like, it goes down the toilet and into a central. I know I pay sewer, so I figure it's just a bigger toilet that it goes
Like
to.
a big hole in the ground or something like
Yes.
that?
And then they just, when it all comes in, they just flush, and then it disappears.
Where do you think they send porta potty poop?
I don't know.
They pump it out and somebody
They pump it into someone's toilet.
they pump it into giant trucks and they drive down the road full of poo. They're poo trucks. And then they take it to a facility where they put all the poo in a facility where they usually incinerate it. They burn the poop.
Well, why don't they burn all the poop?
Well, they're not gonna anymore.
Not
There's
anymore.
gold in them there poop.
They're gonna be digging. Like, I want to eat a lot of corn now, just knowing that they're gonna be digging through poop.
You know what's gonna? They're gonna have it. They're gonna throw it into an expeller. I think that's what it's called. You know,
Uh-huh.
the thing that spins really fast and
Right.
shoots it out. So there'll be flying poop everywhere.
Where do I sign up for these jobs? Where? Like,
You
where does
can't
I
even
get
watch
this
me
job?
eat breakfast and you want to
No.
go spin poop?
What? Wait, what? You can't watch her eat breakfast?
No, she's disgusting. She she mixes it all together and makes it like a goulash soup. Like she puts hash browns and eggs and
Like corned beef
bacon
hash.
and corned beef hash and her ketchup. She's all
I see it, but I can do all that except for
and
the ketchup.
sauce and
There's no
I think
problem with that.
mayo.
No, I don't do mayo,
You're not
but
the
I
mayo?
have done
Okay.
mustard.
And so it's all
Oh.
together, and then she mushes it all together, and then sits there and eats it like it's nothing. That's like our stomach's job. It is not your job to do ahead of time. Your stomach will do
I'm
that.
just saving
It's
myself a
disgusting.
step.
That's a great way to put that.
But now
Because
Desiree,
it is your stomach's job.
It
I
is,
agree
right?
with you.
It all comes out the same in the end.
No, it's supposed
And
to
then
be
somebody
neatly
mines it for
separated on the plate. But now Desiree even has sent me pictures because she'll eat the same way. And she'll,
Oh, I have
glub it
seen.
all
Yeah,
up.
I've seen
Yeah.
Desiree. I've gone out to
Speaking
eat
of
with
The
her.
devil. Where is she today?
She's not feeling well.
Oh,
So,
that's too bad.
Yeah.
So
She's
yeah,
out sick.
she'll plop that shit all up on a plate and send me a text. One time I was drunk. It was like 3 a.m. My phone bings. I look and I'm like, sorry. And I'm like, what the fuck is that? It's a plate full of mush from Desiree.
Wow.
She can spin poop, but she can't eat breakfast with
Hey,
me.
who's in chat?
I don't think I could spin poop either.
Cali Guy, Wendy of Neverland. Let me see.
Hi, Wendy. Hi, Callie Guy.
That's it in chat right now, but we got a bunch of people watching, so
Yeah. we
Hi,
had a
everybody
few. They were
else.
coming in and out.
I believe the Toxie theory, the multi-billion Department of Sanitation filters all the sewage from our millions of toilets. From millions of toilets, filters out the poo and gets rid of it by flushing it down another toilet.
That is it, right? It is a valid theory.
There's just one giant toilet bowl at
It
the
is,
sanitation
and it's
department, and it's
somebody's
one
job.
dude's job to just pull the
He's
chain.
like, shh. Once a day. It's time.
Poop bowl's full. Flush it.
Goes to a black hole somewhere.
Yeah, it doesn't.
Do they have their
Just
rules
goes in the
posted?
ground.
If it's yellow, let it mellow. If it's
Yeah,
brown, flush it down.
That was the rule at my grandparents. Like,
It's been
if
2 days since our last poo incident.
Yeah, if we flushed at my grandparents when we were little and it was just pee.
Can we change the subject now?
Yeah.
Can we talk about something else?
Sure, let's talk about
Let's.
condoms and anal sex.
Anal sex.
Don't you just love putting it in your pooper? Do it safely with a lambskin condom. No, so there's been lots of studies out there about lambskin condoms. They're not as effective. They are effective blocking some STDs, but not others. And but they're better for you and they're better for the environment because they break down. They don't stick around forever like latex condoms do. And
How are they about for pregnancies though?
look, they keep semen out of you. That's the point of it. Pregnancy.
I'm just asking. I don't have to worry about getting pregnant. I don't have any girl
This
bits,
is
so.
the seed.
Oh, she's breaking shit.
Alexia, good God.
Yeah, it's just a big old, like, I was just doing my own thing, then I hit some invisible force field and couldn't go anywhere. It was terrible. Millions of us died. It was tragic. No, they're great for protecting from pregnancy. So if you're with a partner and you don't want to be on the pill and you want to have sex, and you don't want to use latex condoms because you don't get the same sensation, use a lambskin condom.
That's
Because
awesome.
if you know neither one of you is disease carrying and you don't want to, risk having a pregnancy, then use lambskin. They're more
Well,
expensive, but they're worth it.
What is lambskin made of?
It is officially,
Did you?
Yeah.
Isn't it animal parts?
yeah,
Yes.
it's
Isn't it
intestines.
Isn't it putting like a
It's
Lamb
their
bladder
intestines.
on
your-
Yeah.
lamb
So let's
bladder on
see.
your penis?
Yeah.
So you could be a sheep fucker?
Uh,
Technically,
da-da-da-da-da.
when you make love to that woman, you're not only a motherfucker, but you're a sheep fucker.
You're a sheep fucking motherfucker. That's my dad. It's my favorite joke ever. Sheep fucker.
my
I believe I
God.
heard a statistic that lambskins fail like 0.0001 times more than
Latex.
latex condoms because intestines are just like in human body parts. They're breathable, so they have a little wider opening in the cellular structure of the lining. So
Lambskin condoms are membrane condoms made from a thin layer of sheep, correct? Cecum, a part of the intestine.
sheep fuckers.
Sheep fuckers. That's exactly it. It was a nice way of saying sheep fuckers. Like it was, more. No more.
And then you know what?
technical
I'll bet you
terms.
what happened was when they made the lambskin condoms way back when, probably in the Scottish hills, and the guys started using them and they started explaining them, somebody said, "So, you're a sheep fucker." Another guy at the other end of the bar said, "You can fuck the sheep?" And now they're all really sheep fuckers, just because of that one guy who developed that condom. That's my story I'm sticking to.
So they could secretly fuck sheep while they're fucking women too. Sheep fuckers.
No. Sheep fuckers didn't exist until somebody invented the sheep fucking condom. And then when they were bragging about, I made this thing so I wouldn't get the last pregnant. Oh, I went all
Sheep
gangster Scottish there for a minute.
Am I a little Brooklyn?
I've been gangsta all day. The guy at the end of the bar says, "Sheep fucker? Huh. I could fuck the sheep. I could fuck the sheep. Their wool could be my handles." Sheep fuckers.
I love sheep fuckers. I love jokes about sheep fuckers. There's so many of them.
I've never heard of sheep fucker.
You've never heard of sheep-
condom?
Oh. Okay. We're going into the 9:00 hour. I'm going to tell you my favorite sheep fucking joke. So, there's a bunch of sheep farms in Scotland, and suddenly there is this rash of sheep fucking happening. Sheeps are getting raped left and right. Poor little sheep. And so everyone complains to the local constable, "You got to find the sheep fucker because my sheep are traumatized. That you can see him in the distance banging the poor sheep. You can hear them bleeding with fear and into the night." And so So the constable goes out and he decides the only way to find this guy is going door to door. That's the only way he's going to do it. So he starts knocking door to door and talking to people. And, he gets to this one house and he comes up and out in the distance in a field. He sees a man banging a sheep. And so he runs to the house and he knocks on the door and he opens the door. And there's this beautiful, beautiful, just tow-headed little curly-haired boy standing there. And he goes, "Boy, do you know who that man is out there? Do you know who that man is?" The boy looks out the door and he goes, "That's my dad." Get it? Sheep fucker.
But people don't really do that, right?
Yes, they do.
Fuck sheep. People fuck anything.
Men, you're talking about men with penises, right? They put them. Men will put their penises into a hole in the side of a bathroom stall, not knowing what's on the other side.
Women fuck
That's
anything.
true.
Women allow anything to fuck them. We've heard the stories.
We've seen the
Even
videos.
if you watch
Oh, there's videos.
the stories on the Sex Sent Me to the ER,
Mm-hmm.
sometimes those will have,
Is that a show?
it is a
Yeah.
show.
Wow.
Is that like
Sex
cable?
Sent Me to the ER, yeah.
Is that a cable show?
Yeah.
Is it
it's on like
cable?
TLC
Yeah.
or
Oh,
something like that.
whoa.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Oh.
and it's these crazy sex stories as, this and this happened. Like guy's penis gets broken, or whatever.
Girl
But
gets a
let me see if I can
sausage
find
stuck
some
in
of
her
those.
vagina.
Holy
Yeah.
crap.
Horses.
Yeah.
All
People
kinds of
will fuck
furries,
sheep
wow.
thing.
Furries is a whole nother deal.
Furries is a whole nother deal.
Wow. What's the weirdest thing you've ever fucked or had let fuck you?
I
What was that guy's name? The one that shot it on the wall.
Big Papa. Yeah. I can't remember his
That was
real
the weirdest
name.
guy I knew she dated.
Yeah, he was pretty weird.
Somebody wanted to stick a hairbrush handle up me once.
Really? I had a guy jack off
I think
with
his
my hair.
I think his hand got tired. So I'm like, you could at least clean the hair out of it. I don't know.
No, I can't think of any weird objects I've ever been fucked with. I mean, aside from your standard oddly shaped dildos and hands and penises. As kinky as I am, I haven't really been out there.
Pervertible
kinky.
insertables is what I call them.
Yeah.
What about you? Have you had anything weird stuck up your hee-haw? Hoo-hee?
I've actually used probably weird things. Nobody else. I don't usually let anybody use anything on me.
I don't eat
So-
cucumbers at her mom's house.
Nope.
Oh wow.
She's the all natural dildo.
Oh, wow.
You
She goes,
just
you
go
don't
Yeah,
need to-
I have-
you don't need to go spend $40 a month. Just get my cucumber.
See,
Less than 50 cents.
I've used
I
cucumbers and
miss
I've
you
used...
doing your mom's impressions.
So, what was the weirdest thing you've stuck up your hoo-ha? If you want, you don't have to admit it.
No,
if you
I'm
want
just
to.
I'm just thinking. I'm
There's
like I've
video
used
of it.
cooking utensils because they're, but
Cooking utensils?
yeah,
Like, what are those things?
not
Tongs?
tongs. No, like wooden spoons, plastic spatula things, the handles. But usually I did them for camp shows, and I called them pervertible insertables.
Wow.
What about you,
What about
Toxie?
Toxie?
I got nothing.
Nothing?
Nothing.
Have you ever had a strange shaped penis stick up your hoo-ha?
A what?
Strangely
Strange
shaped,
shaped
penis.
Mm-mm.
We know a guy whose penis looks like a freeway on-ramp. It's curved so much.
Oh, who's that guy that was on the show? He said that too. When we had Phil Varone on.
Yeah. He's got a strangely shaped penis too, apparently.
Yeah, no,
This,
I mean,
this
I get
girl is so
pictures.
vanilla. I can't even get her to touch my
I've seen
freaking
so
flogger.
many weird pictures on the internet. It's crazy. I love
I
it.
get they send.
I
them
love
to
the
me when they
internet.
Send me penis
You
pictures.
find people, keep posting.
Hell yeah. I want some weird ones.
Let's see. Here's one 3-hour-long orgasm was an episode.
How does that send you to the hospital though?
Because that eventually becomes very painful.
It does.
I get tired after one orgasm, goddammit. I'm like, okay, stop now. Just stop. Get away from me. I will stab you in the neck.
I'm done.
See, I'm a multiple. I don't know.
Yeah, I'm a multiple orgasmer
I
too.
can be, but god damn it, that first one's good. Fuck it, I'm done. Get off.
What are you,
Go make me a
Desiree's twin
sandwich.
sister? Roll over and go to bed.
Here's one with hot sauce.
What?
Yeah, hot sauce.
Oh, so that's the weirdest thing. When I was still
Well,
okay, so when I was just becoming a slave to somebody. When I first started in BDSM, my master and my mistress tied me up with Christmas lights, and the bitch puts freaking toothpaste on my clit. It felt like I was burning from the inside out.
Menthol.
It was horrible. I was screaming bloody murder
But
because
did the
it hurt
lights
so
look
bad.
Cute? I mean,
Oh,
was it
haven't I shown you? I'll find the pictures. I have it somewhere. I think it's on bondage.com somewhere. It's the most awesome picture ever. Because we turned the lights off when we took the picture. It was cool.
What? What? I didn't hear the first part. What?
I was bound with Christmas lights.
Oh, Christmas lights.
Or like Christmas rope. I don't
Oh,
remember
I
what it
didn't
was.
hear that part. I didn't even think about the Christmas lights being on.
Yeah.
That's where you got to get LEDs. They don't heat up.
Yeah, it was like an LED
old-
rope.
Mm.
It was really cool.
Okay, so I don't know if this counts as strange, but we went to Buffalo Wild Wings one time, and Cali guy I ate really hot
Oh,
wings.
yeah, I remember that.
And then he washed his hands really good, but apparently that oil sticks around for a really long time. No,
Wow.
he cleaned really good and masturbated me, and my vagina burned. At first, it was like a good burn. I was like, "Ooh, this is nice," and then it was like, "Stop, stop, 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 stop!" And like ice packs and cold water and everything.
Oh my God.
Yeah,
Oh.
Emergency ice dildo in the fridge just
Right.
in case.
just in case.
A nice glass one.
I think I have
just
a
in
mold for that
case.
somewhere.
I have a mold for a chocolate penis.
So you
I
could
just-
make a nice penis.
I do. I just need to get Cali guy to agree to let me mold his penis.
Can you imagine the freezer burn?
Sex sent me to the ER. You put what inside your vagina?
The frozen penis. Grape flavored. Grape
Have you
flavored.
ever used a glass one?
Hell
Glass
no.
dildo?
Oh, that
I
scared the
can't
hell out of me.
understand
Oh no,
how
I would use
this-
Pyrex in a heartbeat. Oh yeah, a Pyrex dildo.
Because they use
Oh.
it so they can heat it or cool it or
Mhm.
Mm-mm.
change the temperature.
No, it's too much like glass. Too close to glass.
but
Screw
see,
that.
I don't understand.
If I got some Kegel muscles. It was like, crash! Oh, crap! No.
It just seems too
Bleeding.
hard to me. Like it would hurt.
Oh, I don't, that part don't bother me. It's the whole breaking inside my vagina part that bothers me.
I need to do Kegel exercises. My shit's no. I'm not.
I'm doing them right
Don't
now.
sneeze. Don't sneeze.
I'm doing them as we speak. Can you tell?
So there's a lot of condoms in the works. Apparently, the Bill and Melinda Gates Foundation is really, really pushing to find a better condom.
Well, that's cool. I didn't know that Bill and Melinda Gates were doing that. That's really cool.
Yeah.
I just hope that when I know that rape condoms are out there, but when they go commercial, that they package that shit a lot differently than regular condoms.
Okay, what is that now?
The rape
Not
condom?
familiar. Yeah.
Africa, parts of Africa had an epidemic of women being raped.
Okay.
So a young woman developed a condom,
Oh, is that the one
rape
that,
condom with
that
the
they
barbs.
insert?
With the
Okay.
barbs.
Wow.
And when the guy goes in, and it's fully insertable. You put it in you as you're traveling in a sketchy area, and when a guy comes over and
North
rapes
Town.
you and he puts his penis in, it
Jacks up his penis.
won't come out.
Wow.
Now, will it come out and stay on his penis? Because can't he like beat the crap out of you if he's?
Yes.
Still
I don't remember. It's been about a year, I think, since that
I
I've heard
remember
that
seeing
I've
story.
never even
about
heard
now,
about
but
it.
that
Yeah.
is-
But I just hope
Wow.
they package it really big and in red.
So, so somebody doesn't
No
use it to
mistake.
like, hey baby.
Because if I have that at the bottom of my purse and I'm fishing around for a condom and it's dark, it's got to be a different size, feel. But hell yeah, I carry those too. I carry all my own condoms. I have a chocolate one and I have a non-spermicidal one. I have,
You're gonna
colored
tease me
ones.
about that for the rest of my life,
Hell
aren't you?
yeah, I am. I know exactly what's going in my mouth at all times.
To go back to yours, so when you were giving head and the spermicide was on it, I mean, did you continue?
No,
Oh.
I had to stop. It was so gross. I had to stop. It was so gross.
Well, that's good.
Yeah, I just.
That's good.
I mean, at
I'm
least it was,
done.
at least it was a little. It wasn't.
Yeah, no, I just jumped on it.
I
then.
didn't know if you were so dedicated. You're like, I'm gonna grin and bear it.
No. I'm a good camper. I'm a good Girl Scout, but there's just some things I can't do. No. Yeah.
That's kind of where
What's
you draw
chat
the
got to say
line.
over there?
Let's see. What are they doing over here? Cali guy says it's just one guy named Bob who finally gets rid of the poo. And he told you it's part of the sheep's intestine called the cecum.
Yeah.
That's all that's going on in the chat right now.
Okay.
I don't have my cord, so I'm about to die. I'm trying to save.
Your
Speaking of cords,
Save
you have a
mine.
cord for me?
Yeah. My cord for my laptop. My
Oh.
child took it out.
So, yay.
I think she thought it was for hers.
Oy.
So, what's up, ladies? What's the plan? Have you guys got any events coming up?
We do this summer.
Yeah, this summer. We've got BBW Con and Well Rounded and the summer fling. What the hell is he calling it? Stu Bo's Vegas Bash or something like that.
The one that's usually in February?
He did it
Yes,
in
you know how he
February.
does the big the winter bash?
Oh.
He is now doing one the same week as BBW Con. It will be at the Plaza. And so it's a very, it's not it's not like the traditional bash, which has all the fancy nights and this and that. It's a little bit more of a fun, kickback.
Much like his winter bash.
Right,
Yeah.
much like the winter
Okay,
bash.
very cool. And BBW Con is the big convention for adult
Yes.
models, correct?
Yes,
Yes.
that's correct.
And awards will be given.
Yes.
Yes.
Is there a media section? Have you guys been nominated
Yes.
yet?
There
I
is,
know
and we
both-
have been nominated at least once.
Awesome.
Multiple times.
We're crossing our fingers. We hope we win.
Awesome. Awesome.
So
Well, you got that. Any clue to where you guys might be streaming from next week at all?
We might be looking into the very
we might be
Uh,
looking into
homes.
various homes.
Various homes.
So we'll see.
We're actually just going to show up at your door at 6:45.
I think my house would now scare most people with the direction that I've taken with my life. So
She's a devil worshiper, Satanist,
333, baby.
halfway
What is
evil,
333?
1/3
Half of
evil.
666.
You threw for a loop with that one.
She's half evil.
Half evil. Yes, I am. I like that.
I'm sorry. I thought it had like it was a significant meaning. All this. Nope.
She's not trying to be serious. Oh God, Toxie.
I did watch The Exorcist. I love Netflix. How many of you give a shout out to Netflix if you love Netflix?
Woohoo!
I'm doing Dexter right now again, so I'm in murder mood. Murder mode.
I
Is that
haven't
what's
been able
coming
to
up
do
with the thug? Is
Dexter.
that why?
I don't know. I don't know what the thug is thing today. I've been thugging it all day today. I love it though.
Have you watched Orange is the New Black?
I have.
Oh, do you love it?
Meh,
I still like you.
it's all right.
I can't wait for the next
I'm
season.
so excited
I'm
about
excited
3.
for the
Like
3,
even as soon
yeah.
as the preview came out,
I'll have to watch it again because you
that's
know
what'll happen.
with Netflix it goes so fast. You just can't stop consuming.
Right.
I did Daredevil in like 2 days.
Yeah.
Right? So you just consume, and then it's been, 4 months now? I totally forgot what the season was about. So I'll have to go back and watch it again.
I'm
I went,
reading
like-
a book like that.
House of Cards is back.
I watched
other
all of that
season.
in 3 days.
But I haven't gotten into the last season yet.
No.
No,
Well, you know what?
it's
I
good.
had to go back to season 1 and start all the way from 1.
I actually
and go
think
through.
that's what I'm going to have to do because once I started watching it, and 2 came out, well, I binged the shit out of it. And I
Right.
haven't, and before I watched 2, I watched 1 again.
Right.
But this time I haven't watched 1 and 2 again. So I'm a little confused. I'm like, what's going on?
That's right.
What's
You have at
happening?
least go back and watch the final episode of
Right.
season
I think
2.
that's what I need to do. I think that's important because especially with the bald
Mhm.
guy. So I think that's
Mhm.
really important. So you're right. That's what I need to do.
I didn't get into House of Cards until season 3 came out, so I just watched all 3 seasons, so I didn't have
that's
to go
awesome.
back and
That's what I did with
watch.
Breaking Bad. I mean,
Yeah.
it was right towards the end when it was almost over.
Yeah, we just started.
and I
Breaking Bad.
couldn't. I mean, I remember 4 a.m. I'm like in the bed with my daughter's iPad under the blanket, like watching like one more. Come on.
Felt
I
like
don't
one
know,
of
I
the
don't
drug
know.
users.
I think when the Google Glass becomes a thing,
They've discontinued it.
or when they decide to put that chip in your temple,
The heads up
where
display.
it just heads up display on your eyeball. I'll be watching Netflix in my right eye while I'm doing things with my other eye.
That's what I would do too.
I'm so ready for Johnny Mnemonic, right? So
I am.
cyber. I'm ready to be cyber dude.
I'm ready for that tablet
Chick.
that you shake your arm, flick, and then the tablet
I
shows
saw
up on
that.
your arm, and you're just like, da-da. I mean, that's all. That
Wasn't
entire
it-
video is fake.
No, because
Was
but-
I was gonna say,
yeah.
wasn't that a joke? Because it was also on a TV thing I saw.
Yeah,
Or
I don't
they
want to
had
have to
it.
use my arm because I have to use my other hand to still manipulate it. So just have a little bitty camera. Instead of a piercing, you have a little camera or a video camera right
Projector.
here where it projects, and it just projects out onto this flat thing there, and then you can use one hand.
As
And,
you're driving,
yeah.
you're like catching
There's a
up.
lot of
on-
new cars
So
coming out that have
ready.
heads-up displays in the windows and the windshields.
Yeah, then you gotta
That's
lean
kind of
like
cool.
this.
No,
That's
you don't.
awkward.
Not. Have you seen the? So you referenced Johnny Mnemonic. He had the electronic gloves that he put on that allowed him to manipulate the screen in front of him.
Oh, I'm just talking about where my windshield right now goes from here down slopes like that. So if there's like something way down here,
Yeah, no,
that's
you
just not good
use
for.
the digital.
Oh, that's not good for
gloves.
conducive to driving. But they have driverless cars coming. I cannot wait for that either.
That-
The
That'll be
little
cool. I
Google
have seen
Marshmallow is adorable. I love their little marshmallow car. I can't wait for that car to come out.
Yeah,
Is it like the size of a smart car?
Yeah, it's about the size. Of a
those are
smart
so
car.
adorable.
They're so cute, but I mean, they're not.
You
know,
can't go
I
grocery
can't-
shopping in it. Not if you're going to take somebody with you.
I feel like in a smart car, I'd have to sit in the whole front seat, like mine and the passengers, like spread my legs around the shifter and try and go that way.
I like the idea because then you can say, "What do you think? I drive a truck right now because I don't want to have to give rides to people." So if I fill up my side stuff with my computer and a box of this and some other stuff, oh, sorry, dude, I ain't got no room. I can't put my computer in the back.
Well, I told my daughter, and I still tell her now, like when you're 16, you're getting a smart car. You know why you're getting a smart car? It'll have enough room for like books, your soccer equipment, whatever, but not people.
Mm-hmm.
You get a smart car.
Yeah, I had to,
Yeah.
when do you remember your very first car? Did your parents buy you a car?
I bought it myself.
Did you?
Mhm.
What kind of car was it?
It was a Chevette.
Love Chevette.
It was a like booger green Chevette. I purchased it from someone down the street. It ended up being a Flintstone car. The first time it rained, I couldn't figure out why it flooded. And one of my friends checked it and he goes, "Here's why," and lift up like the mat. And it was all rusted out, with like just a little metal down there. And he's like, "Here's why." So it was my Flintstones car.
Wow. Do
Wow.
you remember your first car?
The first car I ever drove was a station wagon. The first car I bought was a Geostorm.
What kind of, was it one of those big giant wood panel station wagons or?
Not wood panel. No, that was my grandparents. No, it was just a Buick, like regular panel. It was double two-toned. But no, it wasn't that old.
Do you remember your first car?
It's a 1986 Dodge 600 kit car.
Kit car.
It was designed so that you could take all of the panels off and put different panels on and make it look like a different kind of car. And it was fully powered, full automatic windows, automatic, retractable roof, convertible.
Did your dad buy that for you?
Nope, I bought it myself.
Did you?
And the
So-
speedometer didn't work. So if I was doing 35, I was actually doing 90. So I had to pace myself with all the other cars around me.
Wow.
It was a great
So
car.
my very first car was a POS sky blue boxy Opel. Not even the cool Opel, which is like a GT, right? It was the boxy little car, and the dash was all torn to hell, and the seats were all torn to hell. My mom said here and gave me her flaccata rugs. Do you know what flaccata rugs are? With the long hair rugs.
Oh wow.
Right? I cut those up and made that my dash and my back dash. And I
You
covered
had
the
shag
seats.
carpet in your
So
car.
I covered it with my
awesome.
dash cover, and I glued that shit down. It was like epoxy 6000, right? My dad bought it for me. It was $400 from some dude that he knew, and he jury rigged the shit out of that car. There was the side of a Pepsi can as the little flapper in my carburetor. Cut out a Pepsi can. There was a toggle switch that I had to pull out and go to the left if I wanted to signal left, and pull out and go to the right if I wanted to signal right. My dad was like the master of jury rigging, right?
That is awesome.
But I love that car. I had it for I think 6 months before I finally bought a Dodge Charger SE, right?
Ooh.
And I would go to school, and like the first month, all my friends were like, "Yeah, I almost got a car. Let's go party!" So I would drive my friends everywhere, but they never gave me money for gas. And after a month, that completely stopped. And I filled my car with laundry, with sports equipment
Right.
with books and papers and all kinds. It was still neat. You know, I could still take everything out if I wanted to, but I didn't want to give anybody a ride anywhere for anything. Fuckers. I found out who my real friends were. And that's
Ones
the
who
best
gave you
thing.
gas money.
Yep.
That's the best thing about having a car.
Yep.
Loved my first car.
I used to drive. Mine was like a clown car. I could fit so many people in there. And then I remember one year on the first day of school, my sister was in middle school and I was in high school. And so she was wearing, this cute little black dress with these knee-high black boots. And I had to give her a ride. So it wasn't a problem on the way to school, but on the way back, I see her walking up in her cute little outfit to get in the car. And she gets up there and the car is packed. And she's like, where am I supposed to sit? And I'm like, there's a hatchback. And so she had to climb in her cute little outfit and curl up in my little hatchback.
That's awesome.
That's good shit right there. My car, we used to fill that fucking thing, like dangerously fill it full
Yeah.
of people and drive down the strip in it because I lived here when I had that car.
When I switched over to the Dodge Charger, of course, I wanted I didn't care if they liked me or they were really my friend or not. I wanted everybody to ride that car because it was cool as shit. It was an SE. And you could fit 9 dead bodies in the trunk. So we
Yes.
just opted for 8 live bodies to
Right.
sneak into the drive-in because
Yep.
drive-ins were still around when I was a kid.
Yep.
That was fun times.
We
used
did that
to-
with the station wagon. We piled people in there,
Throw blankets on top of them.
Yep. or even, and then we went to the beach during the day, and then we'd go over to the drive-in at night. That was awesome.
When we lived in San Diego, I was in my early 20s, and my brother was in like middle and then high school. But we were poor. We were super duper poor. I had a job, but it was like $6.25 an hour. So we loved to go to the drive-in, and they still have one down there, and we would love going. So I'd pull through, Jack in the Box. We'd get a bunch of stuff off the dollar menu. We'd get close. He'd climb in the back. I would drive into I would go to the drive-in. I'm there. I'm like one person, and my seat's full of like dollar burgers, bags of dollar burgers. And so, we'd go in, and then he'd get out of the back. But if his friends wanted to come with us, they had to ride in the trunk too. So there would be times that we're opening it, and there's like 3 middle school boys climbing out of the back, and here's me.
What was Callie Guy's first car? Callie Guy, what was your first car?
Yeah, what was your first car, Kelly? Guy? You too,
Wendy at
Wendy?
Neverland too.
Yeah. There's 13-second delay, so it'll be a while before they answer that one.
13 seconds.
Yeah, it's long.
Wow.
It's terrible. You can see it on her computer when she's got it up.
Yeah. It's off right this second. Just to get me the end of the show.
I loved my first car. Man, I loved that car. I ended up using it to help my mom buy a new car. They tried to screw her out of a deal that she made down at the dealership, and I drove it down there and traded it in for $1,500.
10 years later, I saw my sky blue piece of shit Opel sitting in an Albertsons parking lot with the Flacati rug still on the dash.
Wow.
Well, you
my
epoxied that
gosh.
shit down. Of course the rugs are still there.
I wish cell phones, 10 years later, still no cell phones yet,
Right.
right? Cell phones didn't come into being until I was in my 30s or something like that. But man, if I could have a picture of that car, I would have
be
that
awesome.
plastered all over Facebook.
Are we taking a last break?
Oh,
or?
that's right. Yeah, we'll take a last break. So his very first car, I happen to know that he bought this himself. New off the lot, I think. 1977 Porsche 924.
Nice.
Wow.
That was his first car.
Nice.
So was mine.
Yeah. No. So yeah, we'll take a
My mom got a Porsche.
break.
She drove it into a cornfield. 911. Porsche 911, by the way.
Oh, yeah.
Little Sportsters, right?
Yeah.
With the hard top.
And they're like the
removable.
little turbo
Yeah.
something. Yeah.
Drove that shit right into a cornfield. It was so funny.
All right, well, we'll take a little break. We'll listen to some music, and then we'll be right back, and we'll do some catch-ups.